Good morning, children. How are you all? This is R. Sujna, your English teacher. Okay, ma. Last week we discussed one lesson, right? What is the name of that lesson? That is My Sweet Memories. We just have a recap of last week's lesson. In My Sweet Memories lesson, one boy, his name is Santosh. His vacation has started, so he wanted to go to his grandparents' village, and his grandparents are living in Ramapuram village. So Santosh wanted to visit his grandparents' place. Santosh has a very good habit of writing the diary. So he is sharing his experiences in the village. So we discussed about his diary events on April 24th and April 25th. Today we will see what he has written on April 26th. Let's move on to the next part of the lesson. I hope you remember. Okay, all of you go to page number 21 in your textbook. So, what Santosh has written on April 26, we have to see it. Okay, I am reading out the passage. Listen carefully. I woke up early today. I went out for a walk in the morning. The cool breeze was pleasant. The coconut palms were swaying lazily. My grandfather was busy with some farmers in the fields. Some of them were cutting the crops and some of them were threshing the paddy. The air was filled with the sweet sound of birds all over, singing in their sweet voices. The cuckoo's song was perhaps the most enchanting. By the time I reached home, delicious breakfast was ready. I freshened up and had the tastiest breakfast. Now, all of you underline the words. Keep your pencil ready with you. First word, swaying. I am showing the word. Swing, swaying. Second word, threshing. Next word, enchanting. Okay, have you underlined those words? Okay, ma. Let's see. Okay, Santosh on April 26th, Santosh woke up early that day. So early morning, what will we do? So normally we go for a walk in the morning. Na? That time you'll have fresh air and very cool air. You can enjoy the early morning. So Santosh also went for a morning walk. The cool breeze was pleasant. That day a cool breeze is blowing. So that day was very good. The coconut palms were swaying lazily. So in that picture you can see some coconut trees, tall coconut trees, and the coconut trees they are swaying very lazily. Swaying means moving this side to that side. My grandfather was busy with some farmers in the fields. Some of them were cutting the crops and some of them were threshing the paddy. So when Santosh went to the field, so his grandfather was very busy with some farmers. So what they were doing in the field, some of them are cutting the crops and some of them were threshing the paddy. What do you mean by threshing? Threshing means separating grain. Now I will show you the pictures of swaying and threshing. All of you see these two pictures. What do you see in this picture? You can see a coconut tree. So it is swaying. So the coconut tree is moving because of the cool breeze. So the coconut tree is swaying very lazily. And all of you see the second picture. Here what these ladies are doing, sir, they're threshing the paddy. Threshing the paddy means they are separating the grains from the paddy. Okay, this is called threshing paddy. Have you got it? The air was filled with the sweet sound of birds all over singing in their sweet voices. So, when you go to the village now, you can see this kind of environment there. So, the air was filled with the sweet sound of birds all over singing in their sweet voices. So the cuckoo song was perhaps the most enchanting. Enchanting means that makes you more pleasant. Do you like cuckoo? Yes, all of us we like cuckoo because of its lovely voice, na? So we love cuckoo. So the cuckoo song was perhaps the most enchanting. By the time I reached home, delicious breakfast was ready. So Santosh, he had finished off his morning walk and he went back to his grandparents' home. A delicious breakfast was waiting on the table for Santosh. What do you mean by delicious? Delicious means tasty. So delicious. Santosh grandmother, she prepared a delicious breakfast for Santosh. I freshened up and had the tastiest breakfast. So he got ready and he had the tastiest breakfast. Let us move on to the next paragraph. Meanwhile, a girl, Pallavi, our neighbor, came to our house and we played for a while. So you have to remember the names of the characters. That is the most important topic. You have to remember their names. So what is the name of this boy? He is Santosh. So where he went? He went to Ramapuram village to see his grandparents. A girl, her name is Pallavi. She is their neighbor. So she came to their house and they played for a while. Pallavi showed me how to play with a tire and a stick. I hope most of you have played with a tire and stick. All of you see this picture, what these kids are doing? So, some farmers are threshing the paddy and one girl and two boys are walking, and this girl is Pallavi and Santosh. They are playing with a tire and a stick. So they happily ran down the lanes, balancing the tire with a small stick. I hope most of you have played this one. She was very eager to show me the village because Santosh was new to the place, so he did not know much about the village. So Pallavi was very eager. She was more interested to show the village to Santosh. We stopped. To talk to Pallavi's friends. Pallavi is having few friends in the village and their names are Aman, Peter and Shruti. What are the names of Pallavi's friends? Aman, Peter and Shruti. Aman was helping his father in milking their cows. Peter and Shruti were sitting with their grandmother, breaking groundnut pots and piling them neatly. So, these kids are not lazy, they are helping their parents. Remember one thing. So, you should help your parents and grandparents. What was Aman doing? Aman was helping his father in milking their cows. Peter and Shruti were sitting with their grandmother. What they were doing? They were breaking groundnut pots and piling them neatly. Piling means they are arranging them and they are making a heap of groundnuts and they are doing the work very neatly. Later, they would take the nuts to the village market to sell them. So, what will they do? They will take the groundnuts to the market and they will sell them. I helped them for some time. So Santosh also loved the work of breaking the groundnut pots. So he assisted them for some time. And this is the okay. These are the things that happened on April 26th. So Santosh wrote everything in the diary. So let's move on to the next paragraph. April 27th. So he started from April 24th. So how many days passed? April 24th, 25th, 26th and 27th. This was the fourth day of Santosh Say in Ramapuram village. Let's see what happened on April 27th. It's very interesting, na? So you also, when you go to your grandmother's place, na, that time keep one book with you. So whatever the things you experienced or whatever the things you have done in that village, na, so you make a habit of writing those things in the diary, and when you come back from the vacation, na, so all of you share those things with me. So it will be a good fun for all of us. Okay, na? So let us cultivate the habit of writing a diary. April 27th. I'll read out the passage, just follow me. Today, my mother and my aunt took me to the canal for a bath. There were many children splashing around in the canal. Some boys were climbing to the top of the tall tamarind tree. Girls were playing hide and seek near the big banyan tree. I played for some time in the cool water, but I could not swim. So I sat on a big smooth rock and watched my friends swimming like fish. They talked and laughed a lot as they washed their clothes and dried their wet hair in the sun. The canal was so clean that I could see the pebbles and colorful fish swimming by. I love the scenery. Now I'll show you the picture. This picture is very lovely, na? What did you observe in this picture? So you can see a canal. Few kids are playing in the canal. They are taking the bath and they are splashing the water. And you can see two boys climbing on the tamarind tree. You can see the very tansy tamarinds on the tree. And few kids are playing hide and seek. This is very lovely, na? I'm feeling like I just want to go to my grandmother's place now. Okay. Ma, I'll show you one more picture now. Okay, children, all of you see this picture. What these kids are doing in this picture? So the kids are playing in the water. It's very lovely, na? So this is called splashing. Splashing means it is the sound made by something striking into water. So normally when all of us we love to play in the water na, so kids love more than us. So here the kids are playing in the water, so they are splashing the water, so they are making a kind of sound by uh, tapping their legs. Uh, let's see the paragraph once again. Today my mother and my aunt took me to the canal for a bath. So Santosh went with whom? His mother and his aunt took him to the canal for a bath. There were many children splashing around in the canal. All of you underline the word splashing. Some boys were climbing to the top of tall tamarind tree. So some boys are climbing the tall tamarind tree. Girls were playing hide and seek near the big banyan tree. So some girls are playing hide and seek game. I played for some time in the cool water, but I could not swim. So he played in the water, but he did not swim. All of you listen one thing, ma. So if you don't know the swimming na, you don't get down into the water, because that could be dangerous for you. So most of the kids what they do, even though they don't know how to swim na, they'll get down in the water and they'll get struck up in any kind of accident. So never do that. So I sat on a big smooth rock and watched my friends swimming like fish. Santosh, he sat on a big smooth rock. You can see one boy sitting on the rock. He is wearing a t-shirt. You can see this boy, he is sitting on the rock. He is none other than Santosh. And he was just watching his friends, and they are swimming like fish. They talked and laughed a lot as they washed their clothes and dried their wet hair in the sun. So the rest of the kids, they played in the water now, so their dresses they became wet. So they washed their clothes and dried their wet hair in the sun. The canal was so clean that I could see the pebbles and colorful fish swimming by. The canal was very clean, so Santosh was able to see the pebbles. What do you mean by pebbles? Pebbles means small stones. Okay, all of you underline the word pebbles. Pick up your pencil, underline the word pebbles. And colorful fish swimming by. I love the scenery. Even I love this scenery. Okay, all of you move on to the next page, 23. Go to 23rd page. Okay. So this is the event of April 28th. All of you see the picture. What Santosh was doing? Santosh was going back to his place along with his father and mother. So let's see the passage. We returned home in the city. The trip to our grandparents' house was very enjoyable. Those 3 days flew away so fast. I realized that during my stay, I neither watched television nor played video or mobile games. I am eagerly looking forward to my next visit. Okay, when the day of going back to our homes comes na, that day you feel like crying. So Santosh was also in that kind of situation. He was going back to his place. So all those days passed very happily. Those days were very enjoyable. So time has flew like anything. And during his stay in Ramapuram village, Santosh did not watch TV. He did not play video games or mobile games. So Santosh was eagerly waiting. for his next visit. Okay, I hope all of you enjoyed this lesson. So when the next time when you go to your place na, that time all of you write the diary, so that it is a good memory. Even if you grow up na, that time you can pick up that diary and you can read. So it's a very wonderful experience for us, so it can be a sweet memory in your life. All of you see the glossary words. Okay, vacation. What is the meaning of vacation? Holiday. Vacation, holiday. Excited, thrilled. Excited, thrilled. Numerous, many. Numerous, many. Lush, fresh. Lush, fresh. Scarecrow, a human like object in old clothes. All of you see this scarecrow? Okay. Scarecrow, a human like object in old clothes. Laden, weighed down with a load. Laden, weighed down with a load. Okay ma, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. So this is a reading card, so pick up your textbook, go through all the paragraphs. Okay, take care, bye.